Hi, everyone. Welcome to the NeuroSync Hypnotic Questioning Training, where you will learn how to achieve the very best results for your clients. And in Keith's words, go from giving hypnotic ibuprofen to actually really great, high quality, profound, lasting transformations. So, this client really, this training is all about therapeutic conversations. We're going to talk about the foundational aspects of how to create therapeutic outcomes. It is the therapeutic part of the sessions that we are learning here. So we are going to say goodbye to stress. We're going to just have fun. And at the first part here, I will talk about the most important vibe that you get to be in before your sessions, because without this, shit will fall apart. Okay. And we are going to get really, really nerdy with the unconscious mind, the nervous system, and help you to be confident that at the end, your clients have changed profoundly. And so we're going to achieve this by going through the very basics. It's going to be very basic. It's going to be very simple by the end of this. Some of you here are new. You're going to know exactly what to do. It's just more building up and being more precise moving forward that you get to focus on, because it's very basic, and it's really how do we get the breakthrough, right? Like, how do we help a client really just switch their thinking, their process, their old patterns? So we're going to start everything from scratch, even if you've been here already before, and introducing some new concepts. And it's always best that we just put all of that shit aside, go into something new, and go into the beginner's mindset. That way we can get the most out of it. How does that sound? Everyone good so far? Good.
Yes.
Perfect. So usually these trainings go for around 4 hours. We will have a break at around 2-ish hour mark. That's usually when I get like confused too. So we all need a break. We get trancy here. So it's great to have a break. But if you need something in between, please feel free to do that. Please take care of yourself during the training and also after. So take it easy, take care of yourself, have a crap load of water. Now is a good time to, if you don't have water yet beside you, please continue to do so. You will get trancy as well. So if you're watching this on a replay and we're in the demo, please do not be driving if you are in the demo part, unless you are a passenger, that's fine. But come in, you can come in and out as you please. And yes, just take care of yourself. And we are just going to get started. So what you learn here is just a skill, like I mentioned, that you will build up over time. I'm still getting better. Everyone's getting better. It's all precision after today. But trust that you are going to come here being ready to apply immediately. And that's what I actually recommend. And some of my students have like literally just gone after the 2 days, applied it, and did amazing. Okay. So, hey, Vicky. So over the next 3 days, this is how it's gonna go. I like the number three. So you'll notice a lot of threes. There's really three main concepts that we are gonna go through over the 3 days. The first one is what we're gonna go through now, just how we're gonna set our questions up. Because we're going away from the scripts, you need to know a very simple framework as to how to ask your questions. The second is going to be the biggest part. We will spend like 70 to 80% of the training with this one, which is how to recognize and filter out conscious versus unconscious information. Okay, this is the skill. Conscious versus unconscious information. Guess what's more important? Unconscious stuff, right? So it's really honing down on what the language of the unconscious mind. This is really what we're going to focus on over the next 3 days, and then we're going to start that today as well. And then tomorrow we will learn how to end our sessions the right way, properly through testing, and how to set up our clients for neuroplasticity and success moving forward. So we'll start that, and then day 3 we'll put everything together. And who really knows what happens in these trainings? We're probably going to go everywhere, all over the place. We will come at it as we go. But those are the three main things: how to ask questions, conscious versus unconscious information, how to end sessions. Okay. Everyone good so far? Okay, perfect. So the first thing we want to cover is how to set ourselves up for success, like we as the practitioners. This is the main thing. If we do not have this, shit falls apart. Okay. It falls apart. Don't even try. Okay. And this biggest concept is curiosity. When we do the trainings, I will continuously prompt you as to how, like, what are you curious about? The questions we ask are curious and investigatory. That's it. Those are the types of question we'll ask only. Curious and investigatory. So, what is everyone's definition of curiosity? You can type it, you can talk to me, whatever.
To me,
Your
curiosity, wondering, wondering,
definition.
wondering what's up, where's it coming from, what does it mean, where's it
Yes,
going, where's it been?
exactly, exactly, exactly. Being open to answer without preconceived notions. That is the biggest part, without preconceived notions, without an expected outcome. This is the biggest thing. This is the hardest. This is the hardest to unlearn. And when you're here, this is going to be like the hardest to learn. And that's why I will continuously prompt you, be curious. What are you wondering about? What, what do you just want to know about? You can think about it as, just getting to know your clients, right? Like you're just getting to know them. And the biggest thing to unlearn is to detach from the outcome. As humans, we don't like that shit, right? Like our conscious mind is going to be like, I need the answers today, yesterday, right? Like we're gonna want that understanding, that full, like, step by step, but we get to detach from that. How you're going to really succeed in this is how you can apply this fast, which is how you can detach. Like, how can you detach from what hypnosis looks like, what client breakthroughs need to look like, what quote unquote trance looks like, how a client solves their problem, when they solve their problem, the size of their problem. So detach from all of this shit. Okay. We don't care. Um, we are not going to categorize someone who is stopping smoking as smaller than someone with PTSD. Okay. We're not going to go through that label and all that shit. Because what do we do if we're like, oh my God, I have someone with PTSD in front of me, so many symptoms? We bring our assumptions in and we disconnect from that person. So we are just going to focus with the person in front of us. Okay. And so why would detaching be important? Other than the stuff that I said, there's one very important one that directly affects you as a practitioner, but just in general, why would we want to detach from the outcome?
Well, detachment relieves me from having the pressure
Exactly.
to things happen. I'm not a
Exactly.
magician.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the most important thing. When we look at a client in front of us, I worked in the toxic relationship niche and the breakup niche. Shit can get heavy, like very emotional, right? But if I came into my session and went, oh my God, this is so big, they're gonna leave this relationship, it's probably not good. Like I have already fucked it up, right? And so I'm just gonna focus on the client in front of me. What do they need right now? Okay, it's going to be very present moment. What do they need right now? Of course, this is easier said than done. So, and this was not that easy for me as well at the beginning. So, when you find yourself getting too detached, and you will find it, and you will notice your patterns, you will start you're gonna trance yourself out thinking about the next question. One sign that you're getting too like into it, you're gonna trance yourself out thinking about the next question. So when that happens, pause, recenter yourself, and I'm going to ask you a few questions now. And you can write these questions down in a post-it note because this is very important. So, say Asami comes to me, right, and she wants some help, and she's my client, I'm the practitioner. We know that the answers are unconscious, right? So we want to tap into her unconscious because not only that the real problem and the root is unconscious, the solutions are also going to be unconscious, right? So we're really like, I want Asami to be mostly unconscious during like not unconscious, but a lot of unconscious information coming up. So between Asami's unconscious and Fritz is conscious, right? These two things, who knows the client more? Sami, right? Who is smarter, Asami or Fritz is conscious? It'll be Asami, right? Who contains all of Asami's lived experiences? Her unconscious. Who has helped Asami solve her problems her entire life? Her. I mean, you get the point. Who controls Asami? Her unconscious. So therefore, who has the final say? Her unconscious, right? We're letting go of all the control, and I know that's difficult for all of us. And we are letting Asami's unconscious do the work, which is less pressure on us and so much less stress and so much more powerful because she is doing the work. Because why would we do the work, right? There's no point. Okay. So now let's get to the questioning. Our only role is to ask questions because there's no suggestion, there's nothing we can do, say, or influence that is more important than our client's unconscious mind, right? So this is a newer concept that I'm introducing here in this particular training. So all you're doing is you're asking questions, right? And this is the cool part. Your questions are curious and investigatory, right? And so these questions are assessing. We are assessing where our clients are at, big picture, and our clients are also assessing themselves, right? They're going into deeper levels of self-discovery. So therefore, your questions and your assessment is the treatment. So this is the concept because we're going to be like, but Fritz, how are we going to solve? How is the client going to solve the problem? They will solve it themselves. The assessment is the treatment. Your question, your questions are the quote unquote treatment. So therefore, you don't need to do anything. That's really the biggest point here. Your questions are the treatment. Questions lead to answers, and that is what we'll be doing over the last few days. So some of you have probably already known what this utilization principle is. How you'll actually ask your question is using this utilization principle. I'll go through it, very simple. And this is the utilization where client will say something, and based on their answer and responses, that is how you're going to formulate your next question. So you're going to ask your first question, which is provided to you already, of what's the problem, or any derivative of it. What is the problem? They will answer. And based on that answer, you're going to formulate your next question over and over and over and over. Okay. And obviously, this is easier said than done. So we're going to warm up now. We're going to warm up. It's just a warm up. We're going to warm up that curiosity muscle and we're going to use me. Okay. We're going to use me. We're not going to use a real problem. We are going to use an event. So I have an event in my mind and you're going to ask me about this event. This is a group thing. Everyone is open to chime in and ask me questions. So this event has already happened. Therefore, you cannot fix. Okay. You are just going to find out about this event. You're going to ask me about this event, details of the event. And so the first question is already provided to you, which is what is the event? So who wants to start?
So, Fritz, what is the event?
The event is my best friend's 30th birthday party.
Well, that's exciting.
Mhm.
Why is this?
Anyone? Sorry, go ahead.
What
Anyone
is
can
it
jump
that
in.
what is it that makes that event very special for you?
It was a special because I was planning it and it was a surprise party. What are you curious about, guys? And remember,
How did
you're taking my response and you're just formulating a question out of it.
how did that event roll out for your friend?
He was very surprised and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Vicky, I know you're curious.
Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. Way too much fun.
What kind of fun did you have?